about basic rabbit equipment. What do you need? Okay, so water is one of the most important things that you can give your rabbits, and there are different methods. You can do a water bottle, so that's what this looks like, and it just allows for the rabbits to just kind of lick and they get water, and they come in different sizes. There's the smaller ones and the 32-ounce bottles. We also use a trough system where you just fill up an old Coke can, put it in there, and it's gravity fed. So those are some of the options we use. You can also use just a small metal dish, but I find that my rabbits like to dump those out and waste the water. So something where it's less waste is probably best. So another important way to give your rabbits nutrients is through pellets, and a way to give them is through J feeders. There's a couple of different sizes you can do. There's the individual J feeder. It just opens up and it gravity feeds the rabbits. And then there's also the bigger size for your grow outs, or if you have multiple rabbits in a cage. And it's the same design, it's just a little bit bigger. And you can get them without the wire mesh, but I prefer that because any of that pellet dust falls right out and it doesn't clog up your feeder. So those are two feeders you can use. Again, if you're on a budget, you can use just those metal bowls that you could use for cats or dogs. Another important thing you're going to need on the farm is a nest box. This is for your kindling does. You can use a wooden nest box or a metal nest box. It doesn't matter. We use the wooden ones because that's what we bought at Tractor Supply, and ours also have the wooden bottom. You can also get them with the wire mesh bottom, whichever you prefer. It doesn't really matter. This is just what we have, and so far we've had really good luck with it, so that's what we're sticking with. They're not hard to clean. You just use bleach and water and soak them, and you're good. You can also use nest boxes that are built into your cages, so that hutch has a built-in nest box on the back end of it for the rabbits to go in and kindle in. Those are perfectly fine as well. We use those here on Branscum Farm as well. Another thing you need is a way to clean the cages. So I just use this little garden trellis and this broom and little dustpan. I also sometimes get a big broom if I have a large cage. I can't reach the back of it. And I also use a water bottle with a part bleach to spray them out and sanitize. Okay, and then the last thing you need is ways to clean up all that rabbit manure. So we just use shovels or rakes to do that. I prefer the flat shovels for when I'm scooping up poop. It just makes it a little bit easier, and it doesn't really dig down into the earth, and it also just seems to transfer it better without it falling off. I also use a rake, and that just helps me get any of that dropped hay off the ground and rake it up, pile it up. That way we can put it in the composter. The last thing you need is some way to collect the poop. If your cages are not purchased with collecting pans, then you can just buy these handy dandy totes at Walmart and help collect your poop. Now I will tell you, if you get one this big, don't let it fill up all the way because it gets really heavy. Just clean them out once or twice a week and you should be good to go. And that'll save you a little bit on the scooping of the poop off the ground, because sometimes that can get really tedious and be a long process. Well, that's all the basic equipment that I use here on the farm. If you have any questions or you're not sure where to purchase this, just leave me a message below. I'll leave a few links, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it answered any questions that you may have had. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Thanks for watching. Branscum's fun. Don't forget to subscribe.